YouTube. Happy Friday, everybody. Made it through another one. Hopefully, you've had a great week. We had some storms come through North Carolina the last 2 days. Been pretty interesting. So, not too far from here, I don't know. I haven't been up on the news this evening. I don't know if there was any tornado touchdowns, but certainly a lot of damage from storms. And a lot of rain, 3-4 inches of rain, just heavy winds, heavy winds. So it reminded me of some of my childhood, so I thought I'd share a growing up 80's story. Tonight I'm enjoying a bowl of escudo and my Morgan Blackjack Bet Bulldog. So number 30 if you're interested. Nice little pipe. Love the sandblasting rustification on it. Pretty cool. Love the copper band, brass. I think it's brass, might be copper. Color. Enjoying a dram of Oban 14. Just a touch of water to open it up a little. I'm warming it up a little is fantastic. So anyhow, weather. So this yesterday just pouring in buckets. Wind, I mean the flags just stuck straight out. Just terrible wind. Reminded me of a couple things from my childhood. First of all, reminded me of how when we used to get bad storms like that growing up, we would always go, to the front porch. We had this great front porch. It wasn't quite a full wraparound, but it was the whole front and part of the side. And had some, swings on it and rockers, chairs, all kind of stuff. Plenty of seating. You could probably set 20, 30 people really easily up there if you wanted to. But we would congregate out there anytime it was storming and just watch the weather. A lot of times I remember as a kid we'd lose power, but we didn't care. We were outside, We always hoped it came back before we had to go in, but when it was light out, daylight out, and storming, we just loved to watch it. I wonder today, how many kids have had a chance to experience that? Just watch nature, splash in a mud puddle and just watch the wind and the rain and how it comes down and the patterns it makes and just how relaxing and peaceful, even though a storm can be very tragic and dynamic as well, how relaxing and peaceful a nice storm could be. You smell that summer rain, especially just a gorgeous summer rain, that smell, you just tell it's summer. But even not in the summer, we'd gather outside and then we'd just, I don't want to say enjoy the storm, but we'd watch the storm and appreciate it for what it was and spend time as a family. And now, we'd probably all have our nose stuck in our phones and praying our battery didn't die even though the power's out and looking and hoping we put a charge on our Morphe or whatever battery charging we have to recharge our batteries, or heaven forbid run out to the car and turn that on and jump a battery charge off that. Just crazy. But we would appreciate that. So they got to be thinking about tornadoes as well. Of course, anytime there's storms in the area at work, you're always going to talk about, hey, let's brush up our tornado plan. Where are we going? What are we doing? Who's on first? All that stuff. Got back to elementary school and tornado drills. Grew up in Ohio. So tornadoes were a big thing. I mean, probably not as prevalent as Kansas and Oklahoma, but we've had some pretty bad tornadoes. Xenia, Ohio would have been probably 79 maybe. So it would have been fresh on everybody's minds when we were doing this training. But I remember as a kid, there were people assigned to open the windows in the classroom. That was always, anytime you could get an extra duty, that was awesome to help the teacher or do something. But now that I think about it, who was the poor sucker or suckers that drew that duty? Probably voluntary, but hey, we need you two dudes to go over there and open up the windows to equalize the pressure in the building. Okay, teacher. Not a care or a thought of it in the world other than, okay, I'll do it. Ridiculous, right? And then we need all you kids to grab your thickest school book, couple inches at the most, and get out in the hallway on your knees with your chin tucked to your chest, your head as far down between your legs as you can, and put that book over your head. Really? I guess it's better than nothing. It is a plan. But who thought that up? Move all those kids out in the hallway and get a book on their head. Okay. I'm sure somebody somewhere has been paid a lot of money to make that decision and probably have done studies and spent millions of dollars to figure out that is the safest way. I mean, let's face it, if a tornado really hits, is there truly going to be a safe place to be if it comes down and smacks you right on top of where you are? Probably not. And I suppose a book is better than taking a shot right to the nugget with nothing protecting it at all. But I just chuckle about it. Do they still do that? Do they still make the kids? It probably hurt somebody's feelings if you ask them now to go out and put a book over their head. Heck, I don't even know. They're probably getting to the point of not even needing books anymore. Everything's probably online. Showing my age. I hated those freaking tornado drills. It was so painful to be all tucked down and hunched down with the book over your head on a beautiful, perfect, sunny day. You're just thinking, what the hell are we doing out here? I know we have to drill, and I'm sure it's a state requirement. We didn't know that kind of junk as kids. All we knew is you're interrupting us and making us take a stupid book and get in a very uncomfortable position and then making us hold that position for 4 or 5 minutes and screaming, no talking out here. What do you think we're going to do? We're in pain, man. That hurts. Anyhow, storms, man. Hopefully nobody watching was impacted by any of the storms. Like I said, North Carolina, a lot of siding tore off, some roofs tore off, some trees fell on some cars, a lot of trees down, a lot of rain. But hopefully everybody's okay. I don't think it was, that's bad enough, but I don't think it was anything catastrophic. So I'm very thankful for that, and very thankful. I'll tell this quick story. And then I'll let you go. But at work, I was getting a soda yesterday. It was pouring bucket. You couldn't even see across the parking lot. It was just pouring down so hard. And there was about 6 or 8 people out there in the smoking section. And they're beating on the emergency exit door. Let me in, let me in. All the other teammates are like, John, let them in. I'm like, I can't let anybody in. That's not an approved entrance to the building. What am I going to do? Let somebody in and I'm not checking badges. I don't know everybody's face by heart. I let somebody in that's got a gun. I told them, no, go around, to go around. The price that smokers sometimes have to endure for their nicotine, right? But I chuckled, but I couldn't. I'm sorry. I see it. Now if it had been life-threatening, maybe I'll change my mind and make a different call, but I couldn't in that case. Go around. Wait it out. Sorry. So I got a lot of booze, but that's par for the course. That happens a lot. So anyhow, wishing you all the blessings in the world. Would love to hear your storm stories. Did they usher you out, make you put a little book over your head and make you get in an uncomfortable position and hold that position for 5-10 minutes while they just milled about just to check it off a checklist? But hopefully nobody's ever experienced anything major and we can chuckle about it. But would love to hear your experiences. Drop a link below deck. Have a great night, everybody. Take care and happy weekend. Happy Friday. Enjoy.